Hey guys, and welcome to week 8 now of business strategy. And as you can see, week 8 we are looking at cooperative strategy, basically any form of strategy that involves collaboration with another firm. And in keeping with our theme for this week, we do have a little bit of a couples theme here. If you're not aware of who these two fine young people are, we do have Lance and Buddy Franklin there on the left, who is a very high-profile AFL footballer here in Australia, and on the right there is his also similarly high-profile girlfriend, Jacinda Campbell, who's a very famous model. Well, the type of collaboration and cooperation we're going to look at today is a little bit different. You do start to get the gist. Specifically today, we're going to first of all start by defining cooperative strategies. What actually are we talking about here? And also explaining why firms would want to use them. What are some of the benefits that are associated with cooperative strategies? We're going to look to define and discuss the three major types of strategic alliances. Strategic alliances being by far the most common type of cooperative strategy. There are three different types that we're going to look at in particular here today. And outline some of the good things and bad things about each of those. More broadly, looking also at how the benefits of strategic alliances and also the cooperative strategies risks, not just to do with strategic alliance risks, but more broadly, looking at all of our cooperative strategies there. Alright, so the last thing for our little intro here to this week's topic that we're going to look at is defining exactly what we're talking about when we discuss cooperative strategies. Now this is anything that involves collaboration with another party for the purpose of working together to achieve a shared objective. So it's not necessarily the type of collaboration between my man Mick Jagger and David Bowie, and certainly not between J-Lo and Iggy Azalea. But we are dealing with firm-to-firm collaboration here, when we get two companies working together, usually because they think that when they do work together they can achieve more than if they were working on their own. As you can see here, any form of cooperation with other firms is a strategy. It can create additional value for the customer, as I say, if you're able to, for example, pool your resources together and your capabilities. You might be able to create something greater than the sum of their individual parts, so to speak. Sometimes it might exceed the cost of constructing customer value in other ways though, so there are dangers associated with it, and we'll talk about them later. And it can also establish a favourable position relative to your competitors. Certainly if you are able to combine two large companies into an even bigger one, that can create significant market power. As well as that, there are a number of other benefits of cooperative strategies that we're going to look at today. First of all, if you are seeking assets or resources as a firm, that is, if you identify that perhaps through your SWOT analysis that we talked about earlier in the semester, that you have a weakness in a particular area, and that's something you'd like to address, then you might say, okay, well, how can we develop or obtain these particular resources that we have weaknesses in? One way you can do that is to go out and either engage in a partnership with a firm or potentially even buy that firm out. At the same time, if you've identified opportunities as part of your SWOT analysis, you might identify that there are some external opportunities, such as taking over another firm or engaging in a partnership with another leading firm. That might be something you want to take advantage of. You might be looking to improve your efficiency as a firm. A lot of the times, if two large firms come together, or it doesn't even have to be large firms, but two firms come together and are able to pool their capabilities, they find more efficient ways of doing things. You can diversify your risk by engaging in cooperative strategies, especially if you're a firm that specialises in one particular type of thing or specialises in servicing a market niche. Then if that market niche starts to exhibit falling or declining demand, then you might want to branch out into other areas so that you can spread that risk rather than just having all your eggs in one basket, so to speak. They can also help firms transition from sheltered markets to more competitive ones in the same way. I've got a little video here, we won't go through it now, but I've put this up on the Moodle site for you to have a look at. It's a really good explanation for why firms would engage in cooperative strategies.